My name is Amina. I am 26 years old. All my life, I felt invisible. I was not very beautiful. I was not very confident. I was quiet and shy. In school, boys liked my friends. No one liked me. At family weddings, aunties asked my mother, "When will Amina get married?" Then they looked at me with pity. My younger sister got married before me. She was pretty and smart. Many people came to see her. They brought sweets and flowers. I smiled for her, but inside my heart, I felt pain. One day, my parents told me about a man. His name was Ali. He was 32 years old. He had a small business. He was polite and calm. His family wanted a simple girl. My parents were happy. They said, "This is a good chance." Ali came to see me. I wore a simple green dress. My hands were shaking. I could not look at him. He asked me soft questions. "Do you like cooking? Do you want to work after marriage?" I answered quietly. After 2 days, his family said yes. I was shocked. For the first time in my life, someone chose me. Our wedding was small but beautiful. I thought my life would finally become happy. I thought I would feel loved. The first weeks of marriage were peaceful. Ali was kind but distant. He worked long hours. He came home late. Sometimes he smiled. Sometimes he looked tired and silent. I told myself, marriage needs time. One night, I tried to talk to him. "Are you happy?" I asked. He looked surprised. "Why are you asking this?" "I just want to know." He said, "Yes, of course." But his eyes did not look happy. Slowly, I started to feel alone again. I cooked for him. I cleaned the house. I waited every evening. But inside my heart, I felt the same old feeling. No one truly wanted me. Then one night, while he was in the shower, his phone started ringing. It rang again and again. I looked at the screen. A woman's name was there. My heart started beating very fast. I did not know that my life was about to change in a painful way. And I was not ready for the truth. That night, I could not sleep. The woman's name on the phone was Hira Redheart. Why was there a heart? In the morning, I tried to act normal. I made breakfast. I smiled. But my hands were shaking. Ali looked at me. "Are you okay?" "Yes," I said quickly. But inside, I was not okay. That day, when he left for work, I kept thinking about the phone. I did not want to check it. I did not want to become a suspicious wife. But my heart was heavy. That evening, he came home late again. After dinner, he fell asleep on the sofa. His phone was next to him. My heart was beating loudly. Slowly, I picked up the phone. It was not locked. My hands were cold. I opened the messages. There were many texts from Hira. "I miss you. Why don't you call me? I can't forget our time together." My eyes filled with tears. Then I saw older messages. "I wish we got married. You promised me." My world stopped. Promised? I felt like I could not breathe. I read more. Ali wrote, "Things are complicated. Please understand." Complicated? Was I the complication? Tears fell on the phone screen. I quickly cleaned them. Suddenly, Ali moved on the sofa. I put the phone back and ran to the bedroom. That night, I cried silently under the blanket. All my life, I thought no one wanted me. Now I understood something worse. Maybe someone wanted him. And he wanted her. And I was only a choice made by family. The next day, I looked at myself in the mirror. Was I not enough? Was I too simple? Too boring? Too quiet? I felt small. Very small. But I knew one thing. I needed the truth. And I was ready to ask. The next evening, I could not stay silent. Ali was sitting at the table, drinking tea. My hands were cold, but my heart was ready. "Who is Hira?" I asked softly. He froze. "What do you mean?" he said. I looked into his eyes. I saw the messages. For a few seconds he said nothing. Then he closed his eyes. "She was someone from my past," he said slowly. "Was?" I asked. My voice was shaking. He looked tired. "We were together for 3 years. I wanted to marry her. But our families did not agree. There were many problems." "And now?" I asked. He did not answer. Silence filled the room. "Do you still love her?" I asked. Tears were already in my eyes. He stood up and walked to the window. I don't know, he said quietly. Those words broke me. You promised her, I said. He turned to me. It was before I married you. But you are still talking to her, I said. He did not deny it. I felt like the floor was moving under my feet. Why did you marry me? I asked. He looked down. My parents wanted this marriage. They said it was better to move on. I thought I could forget her. And did you? I asked. He stayed silent. That silence was my answer. I felt small again, like the girl no one chose. I am not a replacement, I said with tears. I am a person. He looked at me with guilt. I did not want to hurt you. But you did, I whispered. That night, we slept in different rooms. I cried until morning. I thought marriage would give me love. But instead, I got a broken heart. The next day, Ollie tried to talk. I will stop talking to her, he said. Because you want to? I asked. He looked confused. Or because you feel guilty? I continued. He had no answer. I realized something very painful. You cannot force someone to love you. You cannot beg for love. And you cannot build happiness on someone else's unfinished story. For the first time in my life, I did not feel invisible. I felt awake. And I knew I had to make a choice. For 3 days, I stayed quiet. I thought about my life. All my life. I waited for someone to choose me. First, I waited for boys in school. Then I waited for a husband. Now I understood something important. I never chose myself. On the 4th day, I spoke to Ollie again. I don't want to live like this, I said calmly. He looked worried. What do you mean? I don't want to feel second in my own marriage. He sat down slowly. I told you I will stop talking to her. But your heart is still there, I said. He could not deny it. I deserve someone who chooses me first, I continued. My voice was not shaking this time. He looked at me with regret. I need time. I smiled sadly. I gave you time. That evening, I packed a small bag and went to my parents' house. My mother was shocked. My father was silent. Is everything okay? My mother asked. Tears came to my eyes, but I stayed strong. I want respect, I said. Days passed. Ollie called many times. He sent messages. He said he was confused. He said he needed to understand his feelings. But I was tired of waiting. 1 week later, he came to my parents' house. He looked serious. I ended everything with her, he said. I looked at him carefully. Not because I felt guilty, he continued, but because I realized I was losing you. I stayed silent. For the first time, he said, I understood your value. I asked one question. Do you choose me? He looked straight into my eyes. Yes. That word was simple, but it was clear. I did not answer immediately, because this time I was not waiting to be chosen. I was choosing. After a long silence, I said, if we start again, it will be different. There will be honesty. No secrets. He nodded. Slowly, I felt something new inside my heart. Not pain. Not fear. Strength. For the first time in my life, I did not feel like the girl no one wanted. I felt like a woman who respected herself. And that changed everything.